Hello and welcome to a demo video for Video Games for Assessment. My name is Josh and I'll be showing off the main features completed in the initial development sprint. Here are the goals that we aim to accomplish with this sprint. First off, we want the player to be able to enter a name for a more immersive experience. An instructions screen will be displayed to the player so they will know how to play the game itself. A start button, along with other interface elements, will allow for intuitive navigation of our game's menus. The player can use their keyboard arrow keys to move their avatar about the game world. And finally, the game will be set up to allow for easy setup by test proctors per their desired settings. Initially, the demographic screen is presented. This will allow the test conductor to take in personal data from the participant before the game begins. The options shown here are temporary and can be adjusted as desired. Our work in progress title for this game is Phase. Once the test begins, the participant will be shown this start screen. The participant will then be given the option to enter their name, allowing for more personal customization. Next, the participant will be presented with a brief description of the game's controls so they will know how to interact with the game. The game has now begun. Using the arrow keys, the player can move around the environment and interact with other non-player characters, called NPCs, as well as objects. We have created a basic inventory system to keep track of objects picked up by the player. Currently, this is displayed along the bottom of the screen. By interacting with NPCs, dialogue can be displayed to progress the game's story, as well as ask questions from the Hexaco test. Here, we see a Hexaco question being asked to the player by an NPC. Once the player selects an option, that choice is recorded to a text file for later review. The rest of the demo is a visual display of the art assets and levels completed so far. The next sprint will include content to fill out the game itself, including more interactable objects and characters. Ultimately, the game will be broken up into 3 levels, which will each encompass a series of challenges that will be completed by the player through interacting with NPCs and objects, giving objects to different NPCs, etc. Along the way, the player will be asked all of the questions in the Hexaco exam, and the results will be recorded to be given to the test administrator after the game is completed. This is the second level that we have completed so far, at least for most of the art assets. Right now we have 3 little shops, an ice cream shop, an arcade, and a coffee shop. The next sprint will include more gameplay elements, more NPCs and dialogue, and the ability to ask every question from the Hexaco test and record them to a text file. Thank you for watching.